Hello friends, I am Shravana Lakshmi and welcome back to my channel Sparkling Future. We have been seeing RDD transformation videos and today we will discuss furthermore and we will create a RDD out of a list and we will see how to apply transformations on top of it. So before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the new video notifications. Thank you. So these are the questions we have already discussed in the previous videos. So if you have not done so, please go back and check the previous videos. And this is the part 8 video with the RDD transformations. So today we'll create a RDD from a list of values and we will apply map, filter, reduce, etc. transformations, and also we will see how to apply integer and string functions on the each element in the list. Okay. So let's look into some sample code to see how to apply these kind of transformations in Spark. So friends, this is the object that I have created. I have defined the main method and created Spark conf and Spark context. So now I am just creating a list of some values. I am randomly taking some sample values. Okay. So let's say first one is the product and the second one is the sales. Okay. So let's say this is the list you have. So let's create an RDD out of this list. Spark context dot parallelize we have and we will pass the data here. So we have the RDD ready. So let's print this and see what is the output. So it should print whatever is available in the list. So friends, you can see here it has printed. So I am just commenting this. Now what we will do is we will see how to get the sum of all these things. Like for example, in today these many things are sold, we wanted to get the total sales. So how to do that? RDD dot, there are three kind of operations we can do. I'll just show one by one. Okay. So we are taking the second value from map, and when we do RDD of map dot map, it will, and we are giving the second reference, so which is this, and we are saying that what to say, sum up. Okay, sum up everything. So this means that this placeholder, this means that, one second, for all x comma y get x plus y, means x y, I mean every element, right? So every time you will have the current and previous, so add up everything. This means that this, and what is the total meaning of this is add up everything, current and previous, then it will become current and previous, then it will become current and previous. Okay, I mean from here. So like that, it, because it's a list, it will, current and previous will be there, so it will count everything. So that is the meaning of this. So now uh, print this value to verify whether this is correct or not. After reducing, it will return a int value, you can see here. No, that's why I am directly giving the print statement here. So now the total should give up 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40, which is 100. So you can see here, no friends, the answer is 100 here. Okay. So now we will see another way. Instead of reduce, we can directly use sum as well. So let's print this. the same. After the mapping we will just use the sum. I am just showing the different ways to get the sum. Okay, you can clearly see that here, right? So when you do reduce, it was integer, and when you do sum, it has taken this as a double. So that's the difference. If you wanted the output in the double value, you can use sum. If you don't want that, then you can use reduce. And another way of doing that is, if the list has this kind of data like key and value pair kind of structure, then you can use values as well. Okay, then again you can use sum. And I am giving print, because of that you are seeing the continuous output, in the sense after 100 there is no line, the log has continued in the same line. So now we can clearly see that one line is left after this one. Okay, so it has counted these values, but this values works only on an RDD of key value pair kind of, pair RDD. Okay, so now if you see, it is string comma int, because of that only this values has worked. So now let's add one more column to this, like let's say how many products sold or something like that. Okay, some third column is added, let's say. But now if I uncomment, it will give the error saying that values is not a member of string RDD of string comma int, because now 3 values are there in this RDD, it's not 2. So values can be used only when the RDD has pair RDD has only its RDD of something. Okay, int comma int or something. If it has 2 values, like one is considered to be key and the second one is considered to be value, such kind of structure is present, then only you can use the values, otherwise we cannot use. So if at all you have only 2 values in each of the list, then what you can do, you can use values, otherwise you can use these 2 functions. And in that, if you wanted int, you can use reduce. If you wanted in the output to be in double, then use sum. Okay, so these are the different ways to get the sum of columns in a pair RDD. So now let's say let's say if you wanted to access the first word, in the sense first element from this list. So what you have to do, RDD of map x2, this means that this is the placeholder which says that first element in this RDD. Okay, because the resultant, after applying the map transformation, the resultant also will be an RDD. Because of that reason, we are using the for each of println. Direct print will not work on the RDDs, because it has to iterate to elements in this list. So it has taken the first element in each of the list: apple, banana, orange and grapes. So now let me comment this, and let's say what we will do next. If you want some, if you wanted to apply some filter conditions. Okay, dot filter x, let's say this second value is there, right? If that is greater than 10, we want only that value in the RDD. So let's see what all will be printed. Okay, I'm just running it again. So we have given the greater than 10 condition here. It should not give apple, it should print the rest of the values, because apple has 10 in the value second as a second value in the list. So friends, you can see clearly, right? Apple has not been printed because that value whatever was there was 10 is there here, right? Now we have the condition like greater than 10, because of that reason it has not printed that. Okay, now I am commenting all this because these are all actions wherever print is there, right? Print or for each of println, all these are actions, and I don't want everything to be printed, so just for the clarity purpose I am commenting that. Okay, So now because this is int, we have done. So let's do another filter with the first element, which is of string. This is string, right? So we will say starts with some b. Okay, we are saying that filter that out. Then again it's RDD, the resultant also resultant what is the data set is also RDD. I am using the for each of println. So this should return B, banana, because it is starting with B. Got it? Okay, so this way we can filter out on whatever column you want. Now the third one, if you wanted to do some transformation, then you give x dot underscore 3. Underscore also we shouldn't call as underscore, it should be called as placeholder in Scala, even in Python. Okay, next what we will do, we will multiply this. We'll do some more transformations and see how we can use the map here. So here I am saying that for the second one, multiply with 10 and print it. So if you see here, 10, 20, 30, 40 was there. So now it has multiplied that value with 10 and it has printed. Now let's say we want all the columns. That time what we have to do is, we have to add this way. In the map itself you are saying that this is the way we will use in Scala. So x we are declaring it here. So for each x you get this kind of thing. So if you see apple, 10 was there, which is multiplied by 10, which is 100, and the third value is same whatever was from the list. So similarly it has given the entire list of values and it has multiplied the second value with 10 as well. Okay, now let's apply some transformations, map transformation, and we will see how to perform some string functions. So first one is the string, right, which is apple, banana, orange, that is there. So now let's say concat. Let's use the concat function, and I am saying that space fruit. You got it, right? It has printed the first value by concatenating with fruit, and if you want all the three, just in here how we gave it, similarly you add the remaining columns here. Okay, so next we will do we have done concat. Now we will do replace as well. Dot map of x dot 1 dot replace, wherever capital A is there, change that to Z. Okay, then for each of println. So for apple it should give ZPPLE. You can see, no? Capital A is replaced with Z. And similarly you can perform dot here, right, wherever here you have lot of functions here. You can apply to uppercase to lowercase and all the whatever here available, right? There are so many functions available, you can perform all these things. And similarly for second one and third one, which are integer values, also you can try performing these functions. You can just click on dot and press Ctrl tab. It will give all the available functions that can be applied on the x. And you just try this out and let me know if you are having any questions. Hope this is useful to you friends. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings.